Good morning, everyone. Hang on a second here. Let me turn off my wrap. Good morning. It's Friday. It is a balmy 68 degrees here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. These are your morning announcements. I was watching a video that Tommy made yesterday, Shepherd's Treehouse, and I was just, I'm feeling bad for him. I am. I think that they're coming under a lot of judgment right now because they were camped right next to Mike and the Goonies, and I think a lot of people are holding him and Selena guilty by association, and I really don't think that that's right. I'm pretty sure that Tommy and Selena knew that Mike was an asshole, okay? But I'm confident that they didn't know to what extreme he was a bad person, and I think everyone should just lay off of him. He's decided that he's gonna go on the road, him and his family, kind of doing a preacher revival kind of tour, taking their ministry on the road, and I think that everybody should just leave that alone. If Tommy feels like this is what he needs to do God's work, nobody should stand in his way. Just let him go and let him do his thing, and it really has no effect on you or your life. So I'm not really sure why you're all getting upset about it. I say just leave it alone. Good morning, Katie. I think that Tommy and Selena are good people, and I think that they were caught up in a whole lot of mess because of the association and the proximity that they were to the Goonies camp. But I truly, truly do not think that they were a part of the problem. So please, guys, just stop harassing them. There are bigger fish to fry in this conspiracy. So let's just let them be. Please. They have a brand of Christianity that some Christians might find weird. Tommy and Selena talk about the Lord with great passion, but they also smoke weed. And some people just find that is very, very contradictory, but I don't. God has put things on this earth for us. Good morning, Melissa. Good to see you. You and Katie. God has put things on this earth for us to use for whatever we need to use them for. Let's not forget that God made marijuana, okay? Marijuana is what it is because God deemed it to be what it is. And, although I do believe in everything in moderation, I don't necessarily think that weed is bad in and of itself. I think anything can be used as good or as bad, right? Yeah, and for a lot of people, Katie, I personally know at least a dozen people, if not more, that are currently using marijuana for pain relief. I know people who've got MS, and smoking weed helps them function. I know people who had suffered with depression for years and years and years and years, had been on all different kinds of drugs. Nothing really gave them a long-term sustainable solution to their depression without there being horrible side effects. They dumped all the medications, switched to weed, and they are doing great. I know people who had suffered from years and years of insomnia switch to weed and they're doing great. I know people who had glaucoma and weed helps with relieving the pressure. I know people who had cancer and were using weed to help them with their appetite, but the strange side effect to all of it was their cancer shrunk. So I mean, there's so many medicinal reasons, and now they're saying that weed like helps people with Alzheimer's, and it actually helps to regrow neurons in the brain. So, you know, say what you want. I think it's a medicine put here by God. It certainly seems to like help with many, many different things, and it doesn't have to be synthesized. It only has to be burned or put in food, and it works. You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, synthesized into something crazy and, you know, like Coke or heroin. So, you know, get off of Tommy, please. You know what? I agree with that 100%, Melissa. I mean, I can understand why people feel very angry and hurt by Mike and Eric, because they took people's money, lied to them, you know, did all kinds of horrible things. And so I understand that anger. What I don't understand is the anger towards Tommy. I don't get it. You know, like when he asked for help after his camp got like destroyed by that horrible windstorm that they had. And, you know, he went on camera and said, look at my camp. And I mean, he showed us his camp. You could see that everything, all the tarps that they had up for sunshade and stuff had gotten destroyed. And he wasn't even asking for money, per se. He was looking for tarps. You know, him and Selena have not done anything, in my humble opinion, that makes me feel like they are somehow, you know, duping us, you know. And I don't understand why they are constantly criticized for all the things that they do, when all Tommy really wants to do is help people, and he genuinely does, and he genuinely does go and help people. So he's not just telling us that he's doing that and then behind the scenes charging money for water. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why everybody is so up in arms towards Tommy and Selena, and I wish people would just get off of them. And that's all I got to say about that, okay? I think that they're good people. Hi, Lost Dog. Oh, I like wet puppy kisses. I get them from my puppy at home every day. What is going on here? This light is all messed up. I'm just going through it. Who cares if it's a red light? It was like red, then it was green, then it was red, then it was green. And I'm not talking like the way it normally is when you're trying to get on the freeway. It was like flickering. Very strange. Weird. Oh, and Lost Dog, I just wanted to tell you too that I really, really enjoyed the Kit Kat video. That was hilarious. You made my day. I was laughing so hard. Oh my God. I showed it to Chrissy. Chrissy was laughing. We were just like, oh my God. Hilarious. I'm kind of stuck at this 13-pound mark though. I'm not losing any more weight, which is kind of discouraging me, but I'm gonna just keep rolling forward here. I feel good though. That was super funny. You know, this reminds me of like old school YouTube. When I first got on YouTube 10 years ago, there were hardly anybody on YouTube, you know, so we were kind of like a tight-knit small community of people who made videos, and we used to make videos for each other all the time. You know, like somebody would say something, somebody would make a video in response, and then it would turn into a video chain, and we would do stories where, like, somebody would start off with the story and then toss it to somebody else, and then they had to continue the story, and then you'd toss it off to somebody else and they would continue the story, and the story would just turn into this crazy thing that was so fun and entertaining, and when you watched it from beginning to end, it actually was pretty good. Yeah. No, my muffler is not broke. I have this is a race car, and what you're hearing is the engine. And a racing muffler and racing pipes. Just gives me a little bit more pickup when I take off, along with the turbo. So that's what you're hearing. I get that question all the time. I'd like to go faster, but I have a bunch of slow freaking people. I guess all the grandmas of the world are out, and I shouldn't say that because I know a lot of fast grandmas. But here, listen. I'll try to. Did you hear that? I don't know if you could pick that up. But that was 0 to 80. Well, not 0. That was 55 to 80 in a couple seconds there. Yeah, I enjoy my little fast car. It's a Mitsubishi Rally Art. It's a 2.0 liter engine with a big ass turbo. And it's a quick little guy. So I'm just about to work already, guys. Oh, congrats, Katie. Whoop, whoop. So I got a bunch of stuff to do at work today. I'll be there a while. We got a really intense wedding weekend this weekend, which is good. It's good for business, So I got to go make everything look absolutely perfect, which is going to be my goal for today, is to get everything really, really clean and shiny and sparkly. Got to spit shine it all. You too, Melissa. I'm always happy to see you guys. All you guys. You guys are good people, and I love hanging out with you guys. I wish we could all get together in real life and just hang out and maybe camp. Wouldn't that be fun? Kind of like the thing we were all going to try to do in November. I'll just meet up someplace and either hang out at a hotel or go camping or something. I think that would be so much fun. Anton Cookie is here! Hi, Anton. We could have we should come up with a new name for ourselves and, just make a whole new group to support one another. I would love to do that because I love you guys. I'm pulling into my parking spot here, and then I'll quick check out what you guys wrote. Hurry, I can actually park in my parking spot today. I'm so excited. I don't have to park in the parking structure. Yesterday I had to park in the parking structure. I don't like paying for parking. Who does? Nobody likes to pay for parking, right? All right, let's see what y'all said. Okay, I have a seasonal camper, Spring Green, Wisconsin, with heat, but it's kind of cold, maybe kind of cold. Cold schmold. I've gone camping up until November. I actually have gone camping in the snow a few times. And yeah, it's cold, but if you get an electric site, you can take a heater along with you, it's not so bad. And then in the morning, you make a big campfire, and you stand around the campfire, and I don't know, you drink a lot. Oh, you guys made me snort. Alrighty, I'm off to work. Love you guys. Thanks for stopping by. You guys take care. Bye-bye.